Hey, recording on pod. All right, this is the KM3 KM Mercury 3. And I go to the, where's the button for the next? Just go here. Did it change? No, it didn't change. All right. The outline is going to be an introduction, talk about ordering and shipping, talk about the specs of the amp, the operation, and then a summary. Okay, I always wanted to have more power, more power to reach further and compete better in the usual pileups. And earlier I tried without much success a large and finicky tube amp. I had a SB200, which I still have. I always liked the Heathkit amps anyway, but I'm sure the need for a bigger, better signal and an almost universal goal amongst amateur radio enthusiasts, except the QRPers who like to use small power. But, all right, let me go here. But the cost, where am I? But the cost per watt of the solid state amps had always seemed out of reach. They were quite expensive. And this one wasn't cheap, but it does what it says. It was the curiosity and desire to learn more and dive deeper into the hobby that drove me to explore the Mercury 3. And Rob, W1WOR, has been a very big fan of them. So I took the plunge in a year, I got an amp. Okay, ordering and shipping. These are the specs. All right, it's a Mercury 3 LD MOS power amplifier designed and manufactured in the US by KM3KM Electronics. They are a very small company based in Florida. They are very diligent in building, checking out, and making sure everything is good. It has auto band decoding. It has a 7-inch touchscreen with the forward reverse SWR meters, current voltage meters. It has advanced protection circuits. It's able to pick up selection for 3 antennas. It does 1200 watt sideband, 700 CW in digi mode, and it can run on 110 or 240. And the only difference is you have to just put a 110 or 240 cord on the back of the amp. There's no going inside and soldering a board or anything. You want to run 240, get a 240, that's not a cheater plug, but a plug with the computer end on it, plug it in, it works. 110, get a regular 110 computer plug it in, and boom. I'm running 110, 120. Current drain current limit is 41 amps. It's got a temperature of 65 degrees, and everything's tied into protection circuits, which shut down the Mercury 3 with an audible warning and a screenshot indicating that correction is needed. And then you just press the button to reset and you're back on the air. Ordering and shipping. Ordering, shipment, and first impression of after a 12-month, that's right, it takes a year to get one of these things.
Steve, it takes a year now. I ordered the thing when it was a kit. So it was more pain in the butt to assemble it, but yeah, now it's a year. I noticed on the Facebook. It used to be, it took me like 2-3 months to get the kit from this guy.
Yeah, and they don't even sell the kits anymore.
No, they stopped selling the kit, and they have we'll talk about it, the locks as well. Yeah.
And with the kit, they build the kit, check everything out, make sure it works, and then they take it all apart and ship it out. But checking with other retailers, DX Engineering, Ham Radio Outlet, amplifiers with they have almost a similar wait time now because of the pandemic supply chains. So I took a gamble and I ordered it. And they don't ask for any money until it's ready to ship. You don't have to put a deposit down or anything like that. That's their website. It's right now selling for $2,799 plus shipping. And as it says, a deposit of $1,200 when it's ready to go. And that's what it looks like. This is the circuit, one of the circuit boards. This is the controller board, and it looks very pretty. Nice and clean. These are the toroids that are pre-wound and installed. And they're for the low pass filter. That's the inside of the amp. And actually this, I don't know, you guys see my mouse? No, probably not. But
No.
over towards the back end, it actually has, the board has their logo on it. So it's kind of neat. Touch screen, and it has the power and other buttons light up. And it does feel like hi-fi. I actually have a small stylus rubber tip thing to touch the screen. Over on the right, it says auto. You can leave it in auto to automatically switch from bands, or you can physically touch each 160, 80, 60, 40, 30, 20, and have it go to that band. I don't use the auto button. I like to move it myself. And that's the front of the whole thing put together. You have on the left the power button, and the next button is the operate button. It has on the out and the back a fan, and it's got antennas 1, 2, and 3. It's got RCA plugs for the PTT and an ALC, but nobody uses the ALC. And you can adjust the ALC if you need to, and of course a ground connection. And as you see, number 8 is just a regular computer cable board. On the left, you see my radio. That's my amp. Yes, my amp, Rob. My amp and my tuner, my auto tuner there, powered on the 60/40 band. And let's see if this works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I hit control. No, that's not going to work. I'm not going to try. I do have. You guys see the PowerPoint again?
Yeah.
All right, now how do I make it go to the next one? Let's close that. Where's my PowerPoint? November 1. Hey, now it does it, you know? Okay. Now, we have a celebrity in the house right now, because Whiskey 1 WOR you guys see the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I would want to make sure you guys are seeing the video.
Hold on a minute, Steve. This video is from N4ATS, Bill Grassa in Florida. He's a radio engineer and does repairs and works along with Kenny and Angel from Mercury there. So I just want to let you know, this is who this is coming from. The gentleman who put my first amplifier together.
Right, so-
Go to the videotape.
All right, you see the video, right?
I see the video. You have to turn it up.
There's no volume yet.
Okay.
He's not saying nothing. He's just showing us his extensive shack and how pretty it looks outside.
Still no audio, Steve.
You won't get it yet.
You should have when he powered it up. No, you got no loud video coming off of it.
You're not hearing it?
No. You have the YouTube turned up?
Yeah, I'm not gonna change my audio source.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is Bill Grasser who put the amplifier, doing a demonstration that it's working.
Even as the kit, I mean, it's mostly assembled. I mean, they gave me all the boards.
Yeah.
And it was just soldering the, connectors, the RCA, the SO 239. And if anything came out of it, I bought myself a soldering iron, but it was fairly easy to, there's not much that they expect you to do, except that I didn't like soldering the cables, because it makes you solder the PTFE cables with the shield and the center. Would be nicer that every one of those is a connector. You didn't have to actually solder the cables, but assuming you don't touch it.
Another problem a lot of people had with the kit is the what you call it there, the other cable, the shielded cable. A lot of people had problems soldering that and getting that set there because to get it, there's a technique to heat it up and curve it so it would stay still, but a lot of them got sent back because they had soldering of that, I forget what size cable it was, RG58 or whatever inside the amplifier. So a lot guys had to send it back. And believe it or not, this is a kit. Kenny and Angel for Mercury amplifier, people that had a little problem with soldering that on, they said, send it back to them. They sent it back to them. They had to pay the shipping. They didn't. They fixed it for him, tested, made sure it was right, and sent it back. Now this company has very, very little problems. And if they do, they get it right there. And it doesn't sit there on the shelf with a million other radios because they're, they're fixing problems is like this. Let's put it this way. A guy had a relay go bad on the Lux, and apparently they got a couple of bad relays. The guy shipped it in, they sent him a shipping label. He shipped it from Pennsylvania. It took 2 days to get there. Angel had it on his repair bench on the second day it got there. On that same day it got in there, it was going out the door back to the customer the next day.
Yeah, support, Rob, was amazing. The control board didn't work, so I couldn't switch or, use auto frequency switching. The Angel sent me a replacement board, and no question asked, send me the replacement board. Within 2-3 days, I had it, installed it, no problems. He asked me, can you send me the other one to check out? I sent it to him, but he sent me the first one, without even waiting for the bed board to show. I mean, support is probably the best I've seen. I mean, really amazing support for this amplifier. I haven't had any problems with it also. And I'm also running same as Steve, 110. Up to 1200 watts, no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, you could run that around, 1,000 watt, and still have plenty of headroom there. You got 200 watts of headroom there. And a lot of times, running it higher there, the fans will go on automatically, as you know. And yeah, the support there is, I talk to Angel quite often. How many got on the bench? He goes, I got nothing, Rob. Any other amplifiers and companies you talk to, they're backed up as far as getting stuff out. But like Steve says, it only took me 3 months. Mine's over what my first original one, I think was 2000. I forget what year it was there, but I got on the early list in October of the 26th. That amplifier was in my house February 1st. Now it's 10 months or could be better. But when they call you, you got a choice. You don't have to put no money down now. It's until your time comes up, you make the choice. Yeah, I want it. I don't want it. And now you have a choice of the two, Mercury 3, which is the original one, and then the new Lux, which is 1,500 watts with do remoting. It's got a couple more features there, but either way, this company's happy. So if you're even thinking of it, maybe I'll do it. Get on the list. It don't cost you nothing because when they call you, you can turn around and email you. You don't have to do nothing. You just,
Yeah, value is great.
Just let it go.
But there are minor kind of compromises. One is, it doesn't have a vacuum relay or a pin diode. So if you're a fan of QSK, it's gonna annoy you. It's gonna sound like a teletype machine. But I use it only on SSB, so I don't care. But if it would be nice if it had a silent relay when it switches in and out. But but the clicking noises are not too bad. It's very, very light clicking sounds.
yeah, well,
There's a friend of ours who has Amatronic, Rob,
Amatron.
who at Steve's house.
We won't go into that.
No, but I'm saying the radio's on the bench for quite a while.
Due to parts, yes.
Yeah,
Due to parts.
Mercury,
It's a very popular amplifier and, but due to parts there, and this is a lot that's going on there, so.
so, and that's about it for my presentation. I was hesitant. It's a big chunk of change to, put out, but
But if you look at the price for that amplifier and what else is out there now, the prices, it's your best bang for the dollar, and especially, like you said, the service and the support. No other company has done this there. And the quality control there, the only real hiccup that they ever had that people are complaining about now is a couple of people got the Lux with a bad the Lux or the Mercury, one of the, in their quality relays that they done, and Bill N4 ATS, the video Steve showed you in Florida, these guys don't skimp on nothing. All the components are beefy. And as I call Angel, and I said, it's a no frills amp. There's a lot of things it won't do that other amps could do. But if you look at the price there, $2,800 for a 1200 amplifier, at low wattage and support there, you're not going to find anything on the market. It's just that it takes now, because of such, popularity there, it could take you, 10 months to a year to get it. But a lot of people tell you it's worth the wait. So if you're thinking
and
about
they're
it,
not farming out the work to anybody. They could farm it out and let people build sub-assemblies and whatever. They're doing all the work from A to B, and, you
They
call
control-
them, they answer the phone,
Sure.
and
this way they have the quality control at hand within the company. And Fred, you send something out there, you subcontract it, and you don't have overseeing of quality control.
in a lot of places, you go to, if you want to buy some, it's either in stock or out of stock. Nobody really that I know of has a list where you put your name on a list, they keep the list, and they go through the list and reach out to people when it's their turn on the list to allow them to either, look, he's got two of them.
No, that's the Kenwood.
That's the
in the Lux.
Kenwood in your Lux.
Yeah.
But, like I say, I came home, put it up, plugged it in, and got on the air. It's solid state. You don't got to play with no tuning. I used my SB200. I had to, tune it back and forth, the plate and everything and the load, but this thing does its job. It works. And it's a small footprint too.
Yeah, the Lux is even a little bit smaller. And like I said, they have,
But it's got
If
those
you-
ugly handles.
yeah, I know people say, if your SWRs are way out of whack, it will fold back. They even have a demonstration somewhere on YouTube. They disconnected the antenna and keyed up. It went into protection mode there and stuff like that. And the fans automatically go on that, if it gets to a certain temperature. But no, I've been happy with both of the models. The S3, which I had two Mercury 3Ss at one time, and because somebody needed the money, and I figured I'd get a backup amp, and Then I was still on the list there because I liked it so much, and that's when the Lux came out, and I decided the Lux and one of the Mercury 3s went out to market, and we still have the backup. So get on the list, and you could decide in 11 months or so. No, I don't have the money, or no, I don't really want it, and you just let it go.
I'm still on the list from July of 2022.
I don't think you're going to buy another one.
Probably not, but you know what? It don't cost me nothing to be on the list.
No.
And when Kenny sends me an email, I can say, you know, thanks, but you know, at this time I'm not in the, you know, whatever. And
Well, if you don't answer the email within 24 hours,
they move on.
They move on. Yes. So,
You know, I may buy a Lux and, you know, I don't really think so, but you know, because like I say, some of the features the Lux has, I don't really need. But
well,
any questions from anybody else out there? Yeah, I didn't even know I didn't know you had one.
Who are you asking, Steve?
I didn't know you had a Mercury.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I got a while ago, like 2 years ago, something like this.
Yeah, we usually know who has them, you know, because you're part of a elite group. But you know, and they
Yeah,
have.
I'll be honest with you. I like the one from Flex, but the price differential is huge.
Oh yeah. What's that? Almost it's probably $7,000 now.
Right, and unfortunately, the guy on the other side doesn't know what amplifier is pushing your energy, so that's also a disadvantage. So
Exactly. Well, look what an LA 1500 goes for now. That's going for almost $7,000 now, and that's a tube amplifier. Well,
yeah, there's a couple of there's the Gemini out of the UK. They're also backlogged, and they have two models, like a 1K and 1.2. Small outfit. I talked to them via phone, and then there's the German one.
yeah, the RF. That's a good amplifier.
The RF kits,
But
they for some reason DX Engineering stopped selling them, and they're running out of Island Amplifier. I think their official distributor. Right?
Yeah. Now they come fully built there. I talked to them, Logo, and I know a friend of mine had just got one in Pennsylvania, W3 WH there. He just got it and he loves it.
And it's more beefy. I mean, I think it can push 2,500 watts. Something. It's a 220.
Yeah,
Want,
but the thing about the amplifier is nice about it. You don't necessarily have to keep it on your desk. You could keep it in back underneath your desk because it is software generated, and you can bring it up on your computer and control it on your computer. Yeah,
I know there's some bad reviews just with respect to the tuner that comes prepackaged with.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, it seemed initially they had some quality control issues. Now it seems like they resolved all of that.
Yeah,
but it's a much more. They raised it by $500. It used to be 5,300 or 4,900. Now it's I think 5,400, something like that.
Yeah. And it's better than the Expert amps, which Expert's been having a lot of problems with their amplifier.
Yeah, the RF kits are very, very nice.
Yeah.
Plus, you can order. I guess they have multiple ports for antennas, like 10 or 20. I don't remember. That goes with the RF kit that you can switch if you have a lot of different outputs. Yeah, it's a nice one, but like you said, there's quite a price differential between this one and the RF kit one. So you're almost paying double between the Mercury and this.
All right.
Well, it depends on what you want to do, you know, with an amplifier. Do you want one that can do multiple switchings and all kinds of antennas? Yeah, but like I says, I call the Mercury 3S there, you know, a no frills amp. And Angel says to me, we're ham friendly. We're hams ourselves there. And that's what they feel there. They wanted to get something out there with quality at a decent price. That's it. W1WOR.
Yeah. All right. Anybody got anything else besides Rob? Anyway, that was my presentation on my Mercury. Like Terry says, yay. So, like I say, I like it.